Out where Theresa May's Brexit deal sits today?
Well, the only way she could get it through Parliament is by locking the doors behind me and not letting the members of Parliament in, because the arithmetic is completely stacked against her. Her allies in the north of Ireland, the Democratic Unionists, that's the pro-British 10 MPs, are irrevocably, I think, against it, and at least 50 and maybe 100 of her own MPs, even those that, as I told you the other day, she has now knighted and damed, if that's a word, are still going to vote against it. The only conceivable bit of wriggle room I inject here is if enough of Tony Blair supporters on the Labour side of the House are prepared to break from Labour, leave the Labour Party and effectively join her in a national government. That's the only way that she could get it through. And as at the time of speaking now, that doesn't look likely, but it is still a possibility. So she loses on sometime between the 14th and the 21st, and there's precious little time left to avoid what she calls a no-deal Brexit, what I call a WTO terms Brexit, which I personally strongly favour. Apart from anything else, it will save us the best part of $50 billion in a divorce payment. Divorce payments can be expensive, I'm here to tell you.
George, now, can you please explain, though, to viewers, both stateside and elsewhere who are outside of the UK, why both pro-Brexiteers and anti-Brexit camps, both alike, are unhappy with Ms. May's handling of this deal structure? What would be the harm if Brexit ends with no deal?
Well, there's no, I mean, obviously it's not a walk in the park, because you very quickly got to make arrangements at the ports and so on for collecting customs and clearing goods and so on. There would be quite a bit of temporary dislocation, but it would immediately mean that we don't pay the divorce payment, and that's a lot of money that we could well do with for other things. And it would also mean we could immediately make trade deals with other countries, including your own, without having to seek the European Union's consent or permission, dotting the I's and crossing the T's for us. So it really would be a step into independence, just a bit of a tumultuous one in the beginning. The other way, the Theresa May way, keeps us in the customs union, keeps us in the single market for an indeterminate period, which can only be ended with the consent of both sides. In other words, to keep the divorce analogy going, it means that the partner you're divorcing
writing is